Hey everybody, so I'm finally on my way back to the coast of South Carolina, and I'm out here at a wildlife viewing spot just off the Broad River. That's Highway 34 over there. So I take this shortcut. Well, it's not really a shortcut, it's kind of a long way around Columbia, just so I don't have to deal with the crazy traffic there. But anyway, so Thursday last week I came up, and my mom and I Friday went out and delivered some things that were donated for hurricane relief, and then I spent most of the rest of the week at mom's house repairing her driveway that was damaged in the storm and working on a few other little things that were going on at her place. But you know, one of the people, I ended up hiring a guy to come help me fix the driveway. His name's Chris, and Chris is actually from Beaufort, South Carolina. He moved to Brevard about 15 years ago, and this young man, you say young, he's 20 years younger than me, so that is young. Come out and help me, and he worked his butt off. He had been up since 4 o'clock that morning. He drove into Swananoa, where he's been going every day. He runs an adventure company, and I'll tell you more about that later. I'll put his business card up here so you can see who he is and what his company's about. But because of the decimation to the river systems and the flooding and stuff, he's not been able to work, not been able to book a lot of adventure stuff. So he's been going and volunteering his time and helping these people in Swananoa do recovery as best he can. He's helping on the body recovery, which he says he can't get that smell out of his nostrils. That very day they come to help me, he had been walking the riverbanks and helping cadaver teams find the dead bodies so they could recover them. I just don't even know what to say about that. It's such a horrible thing, but also just knowing there's people like Chris out there that are giving their all to help these folks just does something good for my heart. And of course, we had the election Tuesday night, and that's the night that we were out working on mom's driveway with a jackhammer and pouring concrete and stuff. And you know, for me, it was a good distraction. And I know if you follow me on Facebook, you've seen a lot of my posts. I've gotten a little political lately. Because this election, I think, was very important. But you know what's more important is that we love our neighbors. We love each other. We help each other when we're in crisis. And that's what keeps our country strong. That's what makes America great. And I think that's how we're going to move forward, is by loving others the way that we ourselves want to be loved. I'm going to walk you up here so you can look at my Jeep. I haven't shown it off in a while, and I've done a few things to it. So let me just take you up there. So if you ever hear me refer to this Jeep as Fang, that's my nickname I gave him. Does need a lift kit and does need bigger tires. That'll come eventually. I'm really enjoying this thing. This is a 2021 Willys Jeep with a 3.6 liter V6. And I've put a front hitch on it so I can carry stuff like fuel without putting it in the bed of the truck. And I've got a Rugsail 13,500 pound winch on the front of it. That's come in real handy. I picked up this bumper from a guy who had a Jeep. He had ordered the bumper for it, but then he had a wreck totaling his Jeep. He had such a bad wreck that the engine actually broke free of the Jeep. So he sold me that bumper really, really cheap. And I've got a few lights mounted here on the front, a few up here on the hood to light up the edges of the woods when I'm in the woods. I had some steps that I'd got off of Amazon or eBay or someplace that I had on here, and I decided to take those off and put the factory rock rails back on, simply to give a little more ground clearance. And you know, those steps, when we would hit rocks and stuff, would get damaged real easy. So I got a ARE top on the back of this. The side window's open. This window back here on the top actually folds into the top, so you can clean that glass and the glass on the back of the truck, which I really like. I've got a set of used Yakima bars up here. These are the HD bars. They'll carry 300 pounds or 500 pounds static weight. So you can put a rooftop tent on there if you want to. Right now I've got my Thule carrier up there. It was packed full of stuff for this trip. And I've added a couple of lights to the back bumper just to make it easier to maneuver at night when I'm in the woods. So I've really I've enjoyed having those on there. They're super bright. Those are some lights you can get at Harbor Freight. Really easy to wire into the Jeep. So yeah, I'm really enjoying Fang. This is technically Fang 2. My Jeep Grand Cherokee, the 2018 I had, was named Fang. So my wife's Jeep, we're calling it Finn because it's more of a shark color. So it goes by Finn, and this is white, so I call it Fang, like White Fang. Anyway, I hope whatever you're doing today, God is blessing you, and I'll bring you more reports as we make other trips up here. It's going to be several years before the people in Western North Carolina can have any kind of feeling of recovery. I mean, it's the most depressing thing I heard this weekend was that people were going in and stripping down houses to the frame to rebuild, and then in Buncombe County, the county has come back behind and condemned some of those houses, and just has decided that, you know, those houses are too close to the floodplain. They're going to reevaluate the floodplain. So to add insult to injury, these folks are going to be waiting a while before they can get back into a house of their own. A lot of them are living in tents and travel trailers and things like that. And we're getting ready to come into the coldest part of the year. So it's not good, folks. So hopefully they get the housing issue for those who survived figured out very quickly. God bless you. Have a great day.